Hello, hello again. Welcome back to Verbling. Hi there, I'm Teacher Oakley. And for the next hour, well, frankly, I've bitten off more than I can chew. I'll be leading us in a little adventure to learn gerunds and infinitives, when to use the gerund, the ing form of a verb, basically as a noun, and when to use an infinitive verb, to run, to walk, etc. Okay, we'll get as far as we can. I booked this class. This is one lesson. I really need to do this as a series of lessons because there's a lot to learn here. Feel free, as we move along through the material, to ask me questions. I'm sure you will have questions about gerunds and infinitives. Heck, even I do. Haha. Anyway, we'll get through as much material as we can, at least get the basic ideas down, and maybe test ourselves with a little quiz at the end of the class. Okay, hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you.
Hello, nice to see you again as well.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Okay.
Buongiorno, Salvatore.
Oh, buongiorno, Salvatore. Salvatore is back.
Come stai?
You speak Italian, Heidi.
Come stai?
Nice picture, Salvatore. Like your new picture there.
This is a famous
Funny.
Italian actor. The movie is An American Man in Rome. Then in that movie, this man he fought to be American. He wanted to eat food, American food, but he didn't like it. And then he started again to eat spaghetti. It was funny.
Great. Oh yeah, that's a great picture. Okay, good to see you again, Salvatore.
Good to see you again, teacher.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you back again in the mix. Also, I'd like to welcome Leisha. Hello, Leisha.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Where are you from, Leisha?
I'm from Russia.
Okay. Terrific. Welcome to the class. All right.
Thank you very much.
Let me also welcome Mohsen is back with us again.
Hello, hello.
I don't really know anything.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Mohsen, what are you, at the racetrack? That was extremely loud. I don't know what you got going on there. If you can find yourself a headset or earplugs or something, please. It's very, very loud. I don't know what's the background or what's going on, or but it's, yeah. Okay, you have? Okay, great. Okay, terrific.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very loud. I'm not sure why, but I've never actually heard my headphones so loud, ever. Listening to rock music, I haven't heard it that loud. Okay. Okay. We'll hurry back. All right. Let's get started, lady and gentlemen, looking at gerunds and infinitives. Okay. Let me quickly say hi to Max. Hey, Max. Welcome back. You're a man of your word. Hi, Max. Welcome to the class.
Nice to hear you again. Hello.
Nice to see you again. Okay, let's get started here. I'm going to do a little screen share. And we'll get started. Okay. Hello, Anatoly. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Anatoly,
Hello,
Hi.
hello, I'm
Hi.
here.
Hello. Okay. Great to see you, as always. Yeah. Must be taking your holiday time now.
Yes, yes. Today is Christmas Day for my country.
Right, absolutely. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All you got, Leisha, Merry Christmas, Max.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, let's look at gerunds and infinitives. Okay, again, I made an enormous mistake when I booked this class because really the amount of material is absolutely enormous. We're never going to get through all this. Let's see if we can at least grasp the basic ideas. Please ask me questions if you have any. We're going to start with the basics, and at least we'll take a little test to see if we got the basic ideas. First, a gerund. A gerund is a noun. Okay, it's used as a noun. It's made from a verb by adding ing at the end of the verb. So the gerund form of the verb read is, of course, reading. You can use a gerund as the subject noun, as a complement noun, or as the object noun of a sentence. For example, reading, here's the subject, beginning of the sentence, of course. Reading helps you learn English. Hooray. So we can use a gerund in the beginning of the sentence. This is actually fairly common. Fishing is a great sport. Okay. We can use it as what we call the complement of a sentence. Her favorite hobby is the subject here, is reading. It's kind of like an object, right? Her favorite hobby is reading. I enjoy reading. This is a true object of the sentence. Basically, a complement acts like an object, really. Okay. Okay. Who doesn't? The best thing for your health is smoking. All right, fine. Those are gerunds. Simple. Infinitives are the to form of the verb. We often have to make a choice whether to use a gerund or an infinitive. This is the confusing element here. This can be very difficult to decide which one to use. To form of the verb, the infinitive form of learn, of course, to learn. You can also use an infinitive as the subject, the complement, or the object of the sentence. An infinitive, by the way, this information is not here, and there is also a couple other small things. The verb to learn, it's going in any other form. It's not going to be in a past participle. It won't be to learn past tense form. Not a continuous form, ing. There's just the base form, always infinitive. Another thing you should know about infinitives is that we have something called bare infinitives, where we used as, but in fact, there will be no to. This happens in conjunction or co-located with some specific verbs. It also happens after modal verbs. So keep that in mind as we continue. Okay, to learn is important. Well, la-di-da, the subject of a sentence. Notice the difference. Learning is important and to learn is important. If one of those sounds much more formal, you're absolutely correct. Learning is important is a much more informal conversational style, and we would tend to use a gerund in a more informal conversational style. To learn is important sounds like a very important speech or a lecture or something. This is quite formal. You might see this more frequently in writing, using an infinitive actually as the subject. Okay, most important thing is to learn. complement of the sentence. He wants to learn as the object of the sentence. Okay. Infinitives can be made negative by adding not the same way, of course, that a gerund can. I decided not to go. Notice placement of the not in front of the infinitive, to go. The most important thing is not to give up. Yes, give up. You see a phrasal verb here. Yes, we can put phrasal verbs in the infinitive. I would say that it's much rarer, much less common to see an infinitive phrasal verb, but they do exist. It is possible. It's perfectly possible, perfectly grammatically acceptable. You probably don't see them or haven't seen them that often. Okay, as I just basically covered this, that gerunds as a subject sound much more natural in everyday English. Here's a little bit more to add to it. Infinitives emphasize the possibility or potential for something, and indeed, because they're emphasizing the potential, they sound a great deal more philosophical. In fact, you will often see infinitive subjects discussing philosophy. Okay. All right, well, that's basically it. Also used as a complement is really the same thing. It's a little more informal to say the most important thing is learning. The most important thing is to learn. Okay. Much less common. All right. In these uses, it's much more normal to use a gerund. Now, that's actually the easy part. The part where it gets difficult is when we're trying to decide whether to use a gerund or an infinitive as an object. This is the part where it's not so simple. It's not a matter of are we trying to be formal or informal. There are acceptable times when it can only be a gerund. There's other times where it can be an infinitive and only an infinitive. There are other times where it could be either and it does not change the meaning of the sentence. And then there are times if you can use the gerund or an infinitive, but it changes the meaning of the sentence. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, what determines this? Well, all right, usually the main verb in the sentence determines whether you use a gerund or an infinitive. As an example, he enjoys swimming. Enjoy requires a gerund. You have to have a gerund. I cannot say he enjoys to swim. Just won't work. Does not hook up, does not co-locate with enjoys. Enjoys, of course, being the main verb. He wants to swim, and here's an example. Verb want absolutely requires an infinitive. I cannot say he wants swimming. Just won't make sense. You just can't do it in English. Okay, so there's no really hard and fast rules about these main verbs, and this is what makes this subject so difficult. You kind of have to learn the co-locations as they come up. Okay, some verbs are followed by gerunds as objects. For example, she suggested going to a movie. Heidi, can I say she suggested to go to a movie?
No.
It doesn't really work. Right. And the next one, Mary keeps. Mary keeps a gerund. Mary keeps talking about her problem. Mary keeps to talk about her problems. Absolutely does not make sense. Here's a couple more. All right, we have enjoys, suggests, keep. We need gerunds. Want needs an infinitive. Here's some more. She wants to go to a movie. Okay, well, It's the same one, but okay. Mary needs to talk about her problems. Wait a minute. Leisha, can I use a gerund after needs?
No.
Are you sure? Because my laundry needs doing, and my bathroom needs cleaning. Ah,
But it's verb followed by infinitives.
right. Absolutely correct. So, what's the problem with my sentences that I'm torturing Leisha with? Okay, what's the problem with this sentence? My bathroom needs cleaning. Hmm?
Needs to clean.
Needs. Now, how would I say that? Wait a minute, Leisha. If I want to say this with an infinitive.
Need cleaning, I think.
Yeah.
Needs
Okay.
to be cleaned.
Ah, thank you. My bathroom needs to be cleaned. Exactly. Okay. Got something else going on here. You know what this is? We've got the verb to be and not to clean, not a true real infinitive, but to be cleaned. Where else does this happen, Max? Where else do you see this kind of structure? Well, what's going on? Something needs to happen to the subject. Passive.
Passive voice.
That's right. Passive voice. Very, very good. There's nothing wrong with either one of these sentences. My bathroom needs cleaning. My bathroom needs to be cleaned. Either one of these is perfectly correct sentence. We've got a weird little exception going on. This is what makes this. Can I say Mary needs talking to? Oh, can I say that? Mary needs a good talking to. Actually, have you ever heard this before? Mary needs a good talking to. Ah. Salvatore, have you ever heard this? This is hard.
No,
Yeah.
no, teacher. I don't hear this sentence before. Mary needs a God talking to.
Well, the whole thing, we've got A, so we know this is a noun clause, right? Mary, subject, needs is the verb. A good talking to. Actually, this is a fairly common phrase in English. Somebody needs a good talking to. They need to be disciplined, is what this means. This is a very common statement, to tell you the truth. It is possible. So, wants absolutely must have an infinitive, but needs, I would beg to differ. We usually follow it by an infinitive, but we have some special forms where we can do different things. This last one, the bathroom needs to be cleaned, is actually a passive. There is such a thing as a passive infinitive, and this is what it looks like. You have to, the verb to be, and then the past participle. My bathroom needs to be cleaned. This is perfectly correct. These weird things with the gerunds here. Okay. All right. This is possible. My bathroom needs cleaning. So, is there any difference? Mary. What is the difference between Mary, subject, needs? Okay, Mary's doing the action to talk. Okay, this is the action that needs to happen. The action happens to this. What's the difference? Mary needs a good talking to. Where's the talking to happening to? it's happening back to Mary. So the action is happening to Mary. The passive nature of this last little sentence is easy to figure out. Obviously, the action's happening to the bathroom. Hey, guess what? The action's also happening to Mary here. Guess what? The action's actually happening to the bathroom. It needs cleaning. So when the action refers back to the subject like a passive, that's when you can actually use any of these structures, because they're all kind of passive structures where the action's happening to the subject. That's what a passive is. In this, if the subject does the action, then you're absolutely right. You need to have an infinitive. But we can do weird things with passives to get around that with some verbs. All right, that's pretty weird, right? Kind of a little, that soak into your brain a little. Okay. Here's another point. Gerunds can often be modified with possessive forms. Possessive pronouns, his, her, its, your, their, our. John, Mary's, okay, the machines, or any, and so on. This makes it clear who or what is performing the action. Okay, so this is very common. I enjoyed their singing. Okay. Sure. So absolutely, this is very normal to use a gerund with a pronoun to say who's doing the action. We're using a possessive to show who is doing this action. Now, remember, these gerunds are actually being used as nouns. So, like his socks, his pencil, his singing. I know it's an action, but you have to kind of not think of it as being an action, but more as being a thing. She understood his saying no to the offer. Okay. And actually, my bathroom. Notice the use of the possessive back in my weird little examples. That does odd things. That makes it so you kind of have to use. Well, my bathroom is the subject. I'm sorry. I'm going off the wrong direction there. Let me back off that. She resented Debbie's coming late. All right. We discussed the machines being broken. Okay. Very good. Let's actually try this. See if you guys can give me some sentences. Just a simple subject, a main verb. Try to give me a pronoun with a gerund. All right. This may be a little challenging. Let's give this a try. See if we can handle this. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, Heidi, go ahead. Using these examples right here. Let's try doing this.
I'm looking forward.
Oh, let me give the full form. Okay.
Looking forward to his coming.
Whoa, what is this?
No, he's coming to Japan. No?
Okay. Coming to the what?
To Japan.
Oh, whoops. I don't need the then. I'm looking forward.
Forward. No, I think we need to put to.
Yes, we do. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, we do here because this. The reason is this is look forward to is a 3-word phrasal verb. You can consider this whole thing as one word. That's how it functions. It functions as a unit, as one phrasal verb. Now, okay, this is a little complicated, but I am, okay, the verb to be is the main verb.
I look forward. It's better.
What's that?
I look forward. It's better.
No.
It's
I
okay.
am. Oh, actually, am. I'm sorry. I am looking. I'm sorry. This is a I'm sorry. This is a present continuous. No, this is okay. It's just complicated because we're trying to do gerunds, and now we've got a continuous tense, which also uses ing. Okay, I asked for it. Now I'm going to get. Now I have to explain it. This is correct. Really, the main verb is here. That whole thing is the verb. I am looking forward to is the verb. Looking forward to is a three-word phrasal verb. Functions as a unit. I actually have auxiliary verb, the verb to be, am, and the ing form to show present continuous tense. All right, so I, subject. Am looking forward to, verb. Here is your pronoun and gerund, and then a simple prepositional phrase. This is correct. This is what I asked for. That's actually very good. It's complicated things using a continuous tense, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Any questions about that? Did I confuse us even more? Okay. Lesha, you want to try this using these examples?
Okay. Maybe I want your returning from the trip.
Wait a minute. I want or I won't?
I want your returning from the trip.
Yeah. Okay. Problem. Want has to go with an infinitive. I can't do that. I just can't.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your returning from the trip.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I am waiting again with a again a verb. Wait almost has to be continuous. You're doing the same problem here. Okay. I am waiting. Now it would have to be waiting for. Okay. I can't just say his or her returning. And there's no reason to use a gerund, really. I could just say for her return. I've got an easy noun. Okay, well, it does teach us one thing. Look, if you can use a regular noun, which means a return can be a noun without a gerund, ing, then use a regular noun because there's no need whatsoever to have a gerund because this verb has a noun form that means the same thing. So what's the point? I'm waiting for her return. You see that? There's no reason for me to say for her returning. That's ridiculous because that means the same thing as return. Okay, so it's not necessary. But actually, thank you, Lesha, because that teaches us a valuable lesson. There's no point in using an infinitive or a gerund if a regular noun will work, just generally. And this is a very good example. The verb meaning of the word return means her returning means return. There's no difference in meaning. This actually happens. This happens. It just happened. Well, we can see it. So it's a good example. Okay. This is challenging. All right. Salvatore, should give it a try here.
Okay.
I'll help you. Okay.
I like sorry, one moment, please. I like listen me in registered class in verbally to see where I made mistake in English. No.
What? Really? I totally lost you after I listened. Oh my God. Can you simplify that for me? Let's try to keep it simple. I'm really sorry, but I can't even handle that. That was like a paragraph.
Okay. With gerund with noun, right, teacher?
Yeah, right.
Uh,
With a pronoun and a gerund.
okay.
Let me tell you that you picked a great main verb. Verbs that are stative verbs: understand, enjoy, resent, discuss. Verbs that are talking about states of mind are prime candidates to use with a gerund. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
All right.
Understand. I like your
Uh-huh.
I like your your I like your watching class in Verbling.
Okay. That's
Right.
that's a little weird.
Nate, I think I like your teaching is better, man.
Yeah, okay. To be direct, I like watching your class in Verbling. See, I think maybe you have these two words backwards. I like watching your class in Verbling. So, okay, that would be like in the regular gerund, watching, and then your class. Okay. So, all right, if I just switch those around, that's perfectly normal normal use of a gerund. Very good normal use. I like watching your class in Verbling. If that's what you say, it's a lot easier to say it that way. But like is a prime candidate even for what we were looking at. I like your, you name it, skating. Okay? Meaning I like the way you skate. These two sentences mean the same thing. Here's an alternative. See these two sentences? They mean the same thing. I like your skating. I like the way you skate. Two ways to say the same thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Anyway, we're working this out and learning it together. It's cool. Quick shout out and hello to Khalid. Hi there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the class.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. And hello to Nader. Howdy. Hi, Nader. Nice to see you again, as always. Nader, if you're there, just say hi when you can. Okay, let's let Mohsin have a shot at this. Mohsin?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
My voice is loud.
Yeah, it's really loud. I don't know why. It's incredible. It's incredible. Here. There you go. Look, I'll try to do something a little different with Molson. Your speaking is very loud. Okay. It's not really your speaking. I'm just using that as an example. I'm also trying to show you how I can use this as a subject noun. All right, with a possessive pronoun. Hey, because we're looking at it as an object noun, but you just reminded me that it can be it can also be a subnoun for just this such a use. Mohsin, is there any way you can turn it down a little bit? Your in your settings? You want to come back to you? Oh, that's better.
Yes, okay.
That's better. There you go.
Yes, I accept you're arriving at 9 a.m.
I expect. Is that it?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
you're arriving.
Okay. Now, okay, wait a minute. You're arriving. Now, wait a minute. Okay. I expect you're arriving at whatever, 9 p.m. It doesn't really matter. Hang on a second. I expect you're, again, why would we use arriving when we have a noun form, which actually works better? I expect your arrival at 9 p.m. There's no, if you have a noun alternative, again, it's that same little lesson we learned earlier. If you have a viable regular noun alternative, do not use a gerund or an infinitive. There's no reason to. You have a word that means exactly that thing. There's a word form that means exactly that. So, okay. Now, I also didn't really know if he meant something else here. He said you're, but did he mean you are? I expect you are arriving at 9 a.m. Now, this is something different. This is, okay. This is something different because this is an infinitive. This is a real verb, an actual verb, not a gerund noun. This is a real verb. Are arriving, again, is a continuous tense. But, of course, it's a totally different meaning. I expect you're arriving. Why can I say this? Because really, there's an ellipsis here. There's a dropped word. I expect that you are arriving. This is really two clauses. So I'm not sure what you were trying to say, Mohsin. Were you saying I expect that you're arriving? Or were you saying I expect your possessive arrival? Which are two slightly different things. Slightly. Actually, they're very, very similar. There's hardly any difference, really. Both mean the same thing. You're getting there at 9 p.m. So it really doesn't make any difference, actually. Just a little different emphasis. One is on the noun, your arrival, and one is on the verb, you are arriving. Barely any difference. It wouldn't really affect anything. Doesn't mean anything. You're getting there at 9 p.m. Okay. To do this exercise, notice again, stative verbs: enjoy, like, love, hate, think, resent, understand. Stative verbs are much easier to use gerunds after. I think we're accidentally learning that. Max, give it a shot here.
Oh, an example doesn't come.
Yeah.
My mind. Maybe okay. I didn't get the meaning of that. I don't know.
What?
This is what or not? I didn't get the meaning.
I don't know. Well, the meaning a meaning.
This is just verb.
That's a noun.
Just noun. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you correctly used the. This is a regular in the dictionary. It's not a gerund form. It's an actual word. I didn't get your meaning, but either way, it's not actually a gerund. There are some words that actually end with the ing suffix. I didn't get your meaning. So
Okay.
that's not quite it. Okay. I am encouraging you to try to pick a stative I like, I enjoy,
I enjoy
understand,
your
think.
writing.
I enjoy your writing. Okay, well, same. All right, that's fine.
That's like,
That's
I
the
don't know.
same thing. Okay, let's.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Well, let me make it negative just for something different. I didn't enjoy your writing. Okay, just to make it a little different. All right, now that's it. A possessive followed by a gerund to write. Okay, this is very challenging stuff. It's okay, but hopefully we can pick up, we can learn extra things on the way. Anatoly,
Yes, yes.
you just try.
We need to remember rules, how gerund can be used in sentence,
Yeah,
in
it can be used.
sentences, in the sentences.
Yeah. Well, the
We-
problem, yeah, and again, the essential problem is going back here. Enjoys. Okay, most stative verbs require a gerund, actually, which is a point that I'm continuing to try to make. Other verbs require an infinitive. I can't possibly teach you every verb in the human language. Generally speaking, stative verbs require a gerund. That's why I keep trying to urge you guys to use a stative or a state, an emotion, a verb that describes an emotion, an idea.
Okay.
Something like that. It's a little easier. Most dynamic or action verbs take either. Usually they take either, but there are a few that only take infinitive, and the problem is there's no real rule. Actually, that's a stative verb, so I'm contradicting myself. But the problem
Okay.
is that we just have to learn the main verbs, what the rules are. Each main verb. There's not any really hard and fast, easy rules to learn. Otherwise, we'd be doing that right now.
Okay, maybe this one. Not everybody like remembering the rules in English.
Yeah, well, that's true. Okay, now this is certainly followed by a gerund. Likes remembering and likes, okay, being followed by a gerund. Of course, we can say not everybody likes to remember. The verb, okay, likes can have either an infinitive or a gerund. Of course, there's no possessive here. That's all right. This is hard to do. You realize how hard this is to do. The idea that we're trying to do is use a possessive. They are his, her, my, and a gerund. Like these first official, technically correct examples. There's nothing wrong with your sentence, but of course, there's no way we could put a. Not everybody likes my remembering the rules. Yeah, it sounds a little weird contextually, but at least you got a gerund in there. Okay, Khalid. Give this a try.
I enjoy.
Okay.
I enjoy listening to him when he talk or when he talking.
Like when he talking. Okay, wait a minute.
When he talking.
No, I can't say this, and here's why. Okay, let me explain this. I enjoy listening to him. Nothing wrong with that. clause. This is a independent clause. This is by itself. It could be a simple sentence, and there's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy listening to him. It's a great sentence. Now, the thing is, you're adding a subordinator to create a dependent clause. This is another clause which by itself can't exist, but it does have to make, okay, it won't make sense with when, but
Talk.
yeah, I'm making another clause. When he talking, I can't say he pronoun and then talking gerund noun. I can't say that when bird dog, when pencil raccoon. That makes no sense. I can't just say when noun. So I need a verb here. Oops. Right. When he talks.
When he keep talk.
Okay. When he. All right. Okay. All right. Let's try that. When
Keep talking. Okay. Keep.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to him when he keeps talking.
Talking. Yeah.
All right. Okay. There you go. I enjoy listening to him when he keeps talking. Okay. He keeps talking. Okay. You've got two gerunds. All right. You have a main verb enjoy and a gerund listening. You're combining two clauses with a subordinator when. Okay. Main verb keeps, gerund talking. Ooh, that is difficult. Let's see. Hang on a second. Before we go any further here. Break. Okay. Let's see if we can simplify this little mission a little bit. Let's try this. Put the brakes on. Let's see if we can handle this. All right. We've seen some of these verbs. Now, give me a gerund or an infinitive that will fit these very simple, straightforward sentences. What will fit here? Let's start this all over again. Nader, are you here? Are you in? I can't tell. Are you in? Are you chatting? Do you have a microphone? Okay. Say howdy if you're in. All right, Heidi. Back to you. Let's simplify this.
Yes. Dan enjoys science fiction. Watching or reading?
Yeah, I guess either one, whether it's a movie or a book. Okay. Dan enjoys reading science fiction. Terrific. Great. Can we say Dan enjoys, can I use Dan enjoys to read science fiction?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that?
It's a difficult question.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's okay, I think. No.
I don't think so.
Natural?
No. I enjoy to dance. No. I enjoy to swim. No. I enjoy swimming. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy reading.
I enjoy to complain.
Right? No, you enjoy complaining. Gotcha. No. So enjoys. It all hinges on the main verb. All right. You just basically, yeah. Now here's a Okay. Hello again. Ah,
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, teacher.
yeah, I'm not really fully
Hello.
back yet. I can't do anything yet. It's still loading up. Hi, everyone. Hang on. Oh, something abysmally wrong. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. I have no idea what happened, by the way. Okay. Let's try it. Look at this again. Okay, hang on.
We were waiting you for a little time. We can say that we were waiting you for a little time.
We were waiting for you for a little time. You would. That's okay. We were waiting for you for a little time, but we were waiting for you for a short time would be
For a short time.
for a long time, or a short time would be more normal. Okay, let's see if we can get an answer to number 2. Leisha, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. What do you think?
Suggested watching.
Okay.
Oh, going maybe.
Okay, watching. I added the 2 when I didn't know what was going on. All right, let's say watching. Can you? Let's leave it at that. Okay, Cheryl suggested watching a movie after work. That works great. Can you use Cheryl suggested to watch a movie after work?
It's okay, I think.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, it's suggested, recommend. Okay, we're similar words. Advise. Okay, any of these. Suggest, advise, recommend. You need a gerund. He advised seeing a doctor. He recommended going to Manila. I can't say he recommended to go to Manila. He advised to go to a doctor. Okay, so there you go. There's a sort of class of verbs we have to use a gerund for, really, or it sounds very strange. I just can't do it. Okay, let's try the next one. Salvatore.
I miss uh, I miss working in the travel industry. Maybe I can get my old job back.
That sounds terrific. Can I say I miss to work in the travel agency? I miss to
Yes.
ski every day. No.
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 It's tricky.
It is tricky. Yes, it's most certainly tricky. I'll suggest, advise, recommend, enjoy. These are all kind of miss. These are all stative verbs, and they all have to have a gerund. We're going to find some stative verbs that can take a gerund or an infinitive, but for the most part, stative verbs demand a gerund. Or, at the very least, stative verbs are okay with a gerund, even if they take both. Okay, next. Okay. Mohsen, can you try this one? Okay.
Where did you learn speaking English?
Okay. Are you sure? Where did you learn speaking? Where did you learn dancing? Where did you learn swimming? Is that okay?
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Did everybody think that's okay?
I'd prefer to use to speak.
So would I. Vastly. Where did you learn to speak Spanish? Is much better. Yes. Learn, you need an infinitive. Where did you learn swimming? We don't say that. Where did you learn to swim? I want to learn. Okay, can I use? I want to learn swimming. No, I would say I want to learn to swim. I want to learn to dance, not I want to learn dancing. Sounds a little weird. Learn, infinitive. There's another one. Okay, these are very tricky, right? We should have started with this. Okay, Max, try number 5.
Do you mind me? Do you mind me to help to translate this letter?
Really?
I don't know.
You mind me to help? Help? No, you got a good verb here. Help. That's great, but do you really want to use an infinitive?
Do you mind me helping to translate this letter?
It would be
I'm not
much,
sure.
much better. I am. Would you? Do you mind me helping?
Do you mind me helping?
No, I would never say, do you mind me to help with the dishes? I would say, do you mind me helping you with the dishes? Do you mind me cooking dinner? Not, do you mind me to cook dinner? Yeah, it needs a gerund. Mind. Okay. All right. There you go. Another one. Another stative that wants a gerund. If you don't see a pattern yet, you really should. Anatoly, how about number 6?
He asked
Any
to
idea?
go to the store market.
Store manager.
Store manager. He asked to which verb can we use? He
I
asked.
would use speak.
He asked to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. I would use an infinitive after ask. Yeah, after ask. Ask to speak. Ask to dance. Ask to go to the bathroom. He asked going to the bathroom. Absolutely. After asked, it's just got to be an infinitive. Okay. There's one that's got to be an infinitive. All right, how about number 7? Khalid. Oh, it's not here. Nader is not here. Heidi, how about number 7?
You've never mentioned staying in Japan before. How long did you live there? Oh, okay, living in Japan.
It's okay. How long did you live? Staying would actually work here. Living in Japan might be living. Staying is okay here. Either one, it would work the same way. Living or staying. Can you say you never mentioned to stay in Japan?
No.
Absolutely makes no sense at all. Mentioned, okay. Asked, we need infinitives. Is this another pattern? Could be. Okay, one more and I gotta go. Okay. Leisha.
Wait a second.
I don't have a second, sorry. I've got to go. I've got a one-on-one class.
What?
This has to be coming. I can't say if he keeps to come to work late. It absolutely has to be a gerund after keeps. All right? So there you go. I suppose the idea is you just sort of have to learn what comes after the main verbs. Sorry about that. If that was a little confusing lesson, I should really stretch this into 3 or 4 days. My apologies. I absolutely need to do that. Gotta go. Thank you for hanging in there. Hopefully you did learn 1 or 2 things. I'll see you